Welcome to our Spain. Hi, Gaetano. How are we doing today?
I'm good. I'm good. I have to
Good?
say we're relaxing, we're chilling. We're a happy family. I don't know about you, but I'm ready for school to start because we still have what, 3 more weeks before school starts. So we're all going a little stir crazy.
Yeah, we're not stir crazy. We're feeling like we got a lot of things to do before that, so I'm not so excited as you. But today, do you have an our Spain for us?
I do. It goes along with the stir crazy, and I will have
Ooh,
to say we have a lot of stuff to do that needs to get done before school too. So there's the pressure on
yeah.
as
The
well.
pressure is on. This is the problem.
But we've been going crazy stuck in the house, so we did escape to the movies, and it's just and we may have talked about this before. I'm sure we have about how cheap the movies are here in Spain.
Yeah,
And
that
you
is a
know,
good thing.
the three of us went to the movies. We went to go see Spider-Man, three popcorns and three drinks and three tickets, and it was like 33 euros. And I was like, in LA, that would have been the price for one person to go to the movie and get a small popcorn and a small drink.
Yeah, I mean, I do think that the price of the food and stuff is still more than I want it to be, but the tickets, like our movie theater, I think is maybe if you go on a Wednesday, you can get tickets for €5, so it's probably 8 or 9 on a regular day. So it's not
Right.
even like that much more. But then the popcorn and I don't know what it is, but if you they have these things here where you can like it's a bunch of candy and you can pick whatever candy you want and make your own little box of candy. That's what we have at our movie theater. So it's like those things are by weight and they know what they're doing because you can't stop putting things in these things. And you've got a kid with their own little box and you take that up and weigh it and suddenly it's like €13 for like a box of M&Ms.
Well, I'm just gonna say, as a parent, that's on you because my
Yeah.
kids don't even know that it exists. We don't even go in that aisle. I prepay the popcorn before we get there on when I buy the tickets online,
Mm.
so we just go into the popcorn line and assure ourselves in the theater. And the popcorn and soda, the combo is seven euros for a lot. A nice sized popcorn and soft drink. And in the States, that would be the price of just the soft drink. You know
Oh,
what I
for
mean?
sure.
So
Yeah. And then you would have got a drink so big also that you
right.
can't actually drink it in the movie without leaving the movie to go to the bathroom. So it's not for me that productive to be having a drink that big at the movies
Right.
anyway. But no, that's true. And I we don't do it that often. I mean, I'm one that's like everyone's bringing their own water in, like and like that
Right.
goes when we can have popcorn. So yeah, it's just I think one time we did that and I was like, well, that's why everybody. That's why we bring our own stuff in. But it's nice to have the popcorn, isn't it?
It is nice to have the
Yeah.
popcorn. And here what they don't do in the States, right, is they have popcorn and then the caramel corn, and then you can buy it as a
Mm-hmm.
mix too, which, my kids don't like, but I'm in love with the mix of the salty and the sweet in my one
I haven't
container.
seen mixed, and that would be nice. I've seen so it's you either pick the salty or the sweet, or they have like a chocolate, like it's not completely, but it's like drizzled, like a chocolate drizzled one.
Oh,
So
I
I
haven't
love
seen
that
that.
variety, but I haven't been able to see it. I haven't been able to have it. I would love to have all those three mixed.
Well,
That'd
in the
be
Cine list, they
amazing.
don't have the chocolate, but you can buy them mixed. You can order it mixed. So,
Mm. Okay,
um,
and maybe I have to do the whole thing online. Maybe that's the key.
yeah, 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 yeah. So I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to go. We are scheduled to go see. I think either Spider Man. I think we talked about this, right? Or Minions. So we still haven't done it yet, but hopefully by the end of the summer, we will actually achieve this goal.
Well, I think we saw Spider-Man, so I think we can talk about uh, this episode's about how we're like escaping the boredom of the summer and movies and what we're watching in the television and stuff. But I would like to bring up this movie thing since we're talking about the prices is that most of these theaters they have memberships, so you get even more discounts, but and you don't pay for the membership. So that's
Mm-hmm.
nice. So they're even, right, Monday through Thursday, usually the seats are cheaper, but you even get more of a discount if you join their little clubs. What I have found out, which is annoying for us, is we never get to utilize our points because they usually expire within like 90 days. And it's usually like 100 days by the time we go to the
Right.
next
You're not going that
movie.
often. Well, and this is the thing. Like I joined the one that we usually go to, and I don't know why I joined. So, like you, I'm not sure what I'm getting from joining. And they don't have the best app for buying things on for looking at stuff. So I usually end up going online anyway and just seeing when the movie is. So I kind of haven't, and it's probably partly that maybe their app isn't that great, but also I'm not doing it enough to
Right.
really like get into how it works. So I'm usually really proud of myself if I actually get through the whole thing and get a movie that I wanted to see in Valencia, because this app does movies, like movie theaters all over Europe.
Mm.
So the chances of me buying a ticket to a movie in Germany are very high.
Okay. Well, I have
So you
found.
really have to pay attention.
Well, I will. I have found, and I concur that it is the. Well, I do it through the website, right? But it the websites for the different theaters we go to here lead to a main ticketing website, but you have to sign in on the theater's website with your socio
Oh,
account, and then it links you to the main like kind of ticket central website thing. But if you go straight to that website, you don't get your discount, and it is annoying, and if you don't use it enough, you forget the process, so
right.
it's
It's a
annoying.
bit difficult.
But if you do accrue points and you use them in time, they give you free popcorns and free tickets. However, I have yet to use it because we never go to the movies enough. But maybe this summer, because we're going to go to the movies again this week. I'm determined.
Oh, so you might actually see what you get for your points. I mean, I feel like maybe we get like free popcorn or something like that, but I have to go in and look. But again, we don't go that often. I had accidentally, I had attempted to see an original version movie that I thought I had got into. This was War of the Roses. I don't know if you saw that redo.
No, I didn't,
Um,
because unfortunately I read the reviews.
you didn't miss anything. The original was just so good that sometimes you just shouldn't redo movies
Well,
if
I
you're
agree
not going to do it in
100%.
that vein. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was what happened. But also, what happened is it was a complete disaster all around. I guess I didn't click on the right move, and we ended up watching it in Spanish, which is fine because it was just me and Xena. But I
Hmm.
was like, not the greatest movie, and we were disappointed because it was in Spanish and so
Right.
it was like a bit of a disaster.
And
But as it turns out, you didn't need the language to. It didn't make. I don't think the fact that it was in Spanish was kind of related to why I didn't like the movie. I thought it
right.
was just, yeah, not very well done,
Yeah, I saw the
unfortunately.
reviews on that. I felt like that was something that you don't redo. And, on that note, maybe we should go into things we're seeing. There is a show that's getting all the press and nice people love it, which is the Four Seasons on Netflix. I tried watching it, and for me, um, again, you do not remake a brilliant movie. And the Four Seasons, did you
Right.
ever see it with
Yeah.
Alan Alda and Carol Burnett? Like, it is a brilliant movie, and the series is insulting to the original flick, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I don't know the original to be fair, but I couldn't get into the show either. So, I don't even have an emotional connection to it, and I still couldn't get through it. And there are a few of these ones that I'll go on sometimes and sort of chat GPT and say, like, what can I watch on whatever like platform that I have, and they'll give me the usual list of things that are doing really well. And
Hmm.
then I go in and I'm like, I can't, like, it's just not at all. Like, what are people seeing in this? I don't
Right.
know. And there's a few of those which are shrinking. I don't know. I even, again, I tried watching it in Spanish because I thought maybe it would make it more
Right.
interesting.
Well, I
It
tried
didn't
too.
work.
I'm with you on that one. I tried to watch it, sit through it, and I don't know if my mind just can't relax enough to get into it, but I was like, next. It was,
Yeah, it
and
wasn't like fascinating enough. And it's disappointing, isn't it? And you do start wondering, like, what is it that everyone else is seeing in these things that you're
right.
just not getting? And I don't often really sit and watch TV. I do tend to kind of be doing other things with that on in the background. But then
Hmm.
sometimes if something like that happens, I will go back and say, let me just sit and watch this first episode properly because I'm probably missing something, and give it a fair go before I, tell everybody that I don't like it, at least.
Right.
Didn't really help. Yeah,
And for
didn't
me,
help.
Severance. I mean, I hate to bash Apple TV, but Severance is another one. I was like, I could not get
Right?
into it. Everyone's like, it's the best
I
show that's
couldn't.
ever existed. I'm like, is it? Because I'm not.
And I don't. And what do you think they're liking about it? Because I
I
also
don't
couldn't
know.
get into that one.
and maybe I don't know if you about this. The Bear is another one. I just thought it was like I just didn't like it. And everyone's like, this is the best thing.
Is that on Apple?
No, The
I feel like
Bear
that's
I
on
think was
something that I don't
Prime.
have. It's not Prime. It's got to be on it's got to be on Disney
Maybe
or
it's
something because I don't
HBO. Maybe it's
have
on.
it, or HBO because
Maybe
I
it's
don't
on
have
H.
that.
I don't remember what it's on, but I tried and I was like, I don't like the characters. I don't find it interesting. I don't know.
But
I find
that's the
some of these.
guy. I think maybe people like the actors and that drives them for some time, maybe, and a lot of these shows that we're talking about here, because another one is Platonic, is they're full of famous people that people love. And therefore, people maybe are just happy to be watching them. I don't know.
Right. I did Google Bears on Disney Plus in Spain,
Disney
and
Plus. Okay, there you go.
but I would say
Yeah.
that some of these, I agree with you. Like the Platonic one, I tried to watch because I love both of those actors, Seth
Mm-hmm.
Rogen and
Yep, me too.
Rose Byrne,
Rose Byrne. Yeah.
and I liked the storyline. Like I was like I'm like I like it. What told me to just end it was, and they addressed it in the show, was Rose Byrne's horrific accent. She just kept coming and going out of her native Australian into American, and it was so disconcerting. I was like, either pick one or just commit to something here. And so it was. I was like, I'm done. I can't.
Yeah.
It's giving me a headache.
I don't think I would have dumped it for that. I felt like it just never went anywhere. I was like, nothing is, like, literally nothing is happening.
Mm-hmm.
Really. That's kind of how I felt. And I really wanted there to be both of those. She's a great actress. I think she could be really funny. He's really funny. And I know he's kind of, he's quite dry in his humor. So I understand that I'm not expecting stuff, but I am
Right.
expecting a bit more. I felt like a bit more interest in like the dialogue and things like that, I
Right.
think. And it just wasn't, it didn't seem that interesting, really.
No.
Which I will say, Ted Lasso, and that's why I was trying to stick with Apple, because I'm like, they've got to have more cool stuff, because I'm just loving Ted Lasso. And then just rewatched it with Xena so that we're ready for the new show, because we went to see a friend in London and they live near Richmond. So we did our little Ted Lasso tour in London, and
Mm-hmm.
it was really fun.
I
And
wanted to
it's
do
just
that
so
when we were in London,
witty.
but we didn't get the train out there. We were like, that's just too much of
It's
the day.
it's a bit far
Yeah.
out, yeah, if you're not going there for some reason.
So have you
And
started
it's
season 5, 4? Where are we at?
yes, we're up to date now, yeah,
Okay.
because there's I think the third episode's coming out this week, and so we're waiting for that. And I just it's the humor is so quick, and just the writing is just so well done, and I love it.
On this new season, you think?
I think it's getting there. I think it's going to warm up a bit, because I think that the lady coach, I think, probably her character has to be brought in, I think, a little bit more. And initially, I think her character was maybe not as interesting as the Roy Kent one, which is obviously the one that they wanted somebody like him, but different.
Right.
And I think maybe she's taking on that sort of element of what they needed, because I feel like they're trying to recreate all the characters with the women's football team, right?
There is that. So we don't know if we're gonna get through it. Last night we got up to date. We watched the first episode and we were like, this is really cringe. And my critique of it was so cringe that they were doing all this exposition of like almost like it was a revival show, and like it's only been a couple years since it's last film. This isn't like 20 years later. We don't need this reunion type stuff, but we're like, we'll get through it. Well, this is okay. And then as episode 2 was in it, the girls and I like we're all so bored, and we're like, but we've been so committed to the show for so many years that we're gonna watch episode 3, but it's losing us, not gaining us after episode 2. Now
Well,
we are
watch episode 3. I think it's going to come around. I still love it. We quite like it because we've been to all those places and walked around. So anytime they're outside, we're all like, oh yeah, like, so we have a bit. I think a lot of this stuff in any TV show or movie, and when we were talking about remakes and stuff, is this emotional connection that you have to something that
right.
kind of keeps you going sometimes. But I still love it, and I think it's really fun, and I like all the characters, and the ones that I like are still there, doing their thing. So yeah, I'm on board, and
You're
I
on
will
board.
be. I'm
I'm
not
on
on
the
board with
fence.
I'm not on board with them giving me one episode a week, though. I get
Well,
it, but I'm not on board.
Well, something else that I'm watching that the Ted Lasso, I can deal with one episode a week because I'm not like loving it. But there's a another show that's on Disney Plus called Furious,
Mm-hmm.
and that you can't watch it with the kids. Like there's too
Okay.
much grown up stuff in it, and not so much
Okay.
visually topic wise. However, it is it is kind of like Killing Eve meets The Black Widow, which was that movie from the 80s. Did you ever see The Black
Yes,
Widow
I did. Yes, I did. I think. Yes.
with Deborah Winger and Teresa Russell?
Oh my
And
God, I love Deborah Winger. Yeah.
she was the FBI cop looking for the woman that was
Mm-hmm.
killing all of her
Right.
husbands.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
And did you see Killing Eve? So it's kind of like a
And
mix
I
of
love
those two.
Killing Eve. Yeah.
So I
Mm-hmm.
think you'll love Furious. Like it's a really good storyline. And when it first started, I'm like, oh, is it just copying these two shows? And it's like, no, it's not. Like it's really good. And but they're releasing it one at
Right.
a time. They released 3 episodes and now one at a time. And I'm like, I should just wait until the end because it's so good that I want to watch,
you
keep
want to
going
you want
with
to
it. I
binge
can't
watch
wait
them
another
all.
week.
Well, so interestingly enough, so you're on board kind of with not on board, but you're on board with the delayed release of Furious because you love it. So you will be there for every week,
No,
even though
no,
you
no.
wish it
The
were all.
opposite.
No, 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 no. Let me finish. You wish it was coming all at once, but you will be there every week because you're loving it.
Oh yeah,
Do
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
think? Do you think the delayed release of the Ted Lasso is actually gonna eventually you're just gonna forget to look
I
because
mean,
you're
I
just
we're
not that
not committed to
interested?
watching it next week.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
will watch it if we have time. We will not wait for Wednesday.
Right, but I also think there might be a thing where the idea is to keep everyone sort of connected to it, but if you're not really into it, it might have the opposite effect of you just kind of forget to go back,
That's
you
what I'm
know?
saying. Yeah, we're gonna be. I don't
Yeah,
know if we'll finish it unless it's got something good's got to happen. And for me,
yeah,
the 2 episodes. It's just too much of the reunion cringe factor that I'm just like this show's too new for you to do. I feel like I'm watching like the
right,
Brady Bunch reunion in the 80s. You know what I mean?
right. And speaking of Killing Eve, that one is over, right? That's not
Yeah.
coming back, is it? Oh, see,
No.
I was thinking that would be nice for that one to come back because that was a unique show,
It was
I
a very and
felt.
beautifully shot too, as well.
Oh, speaking of beautifully shot, The Great. Love The Great about
I
Catherine the Great.
have not. I
Love the
started.
sets.
Oh, it's very sexy, right?
It's Zena and I are watching it together, and it's extremely inappropriate for her. But
Okay.
I think why not? Yes, but the sets, the costumes, the dialogue is completely inappropriate. The things they're having sex everywhere. I mean, it's completely inappropriate for everything. But it is a great show. It's just again very well written and beautifully filmed. I mean, they're like paintings. It's just gorgeous.
So I have not watched it. We started watching it and the girls told me to turn it off. They were like, "Dad,
Oh.
that's inappropriate to watch this with us." And so I haven't come back to it. And I was like,
I
and I
figured
was
why
cringing
not
like
learn something?
I'm like, oh, I can't watch this with you. Now it's funny, not a critique, but it is funny. Here's the two different households. My kids watch slasher films, and you won't do that with your
Right?
kid,
Like
but
what?
you'll show them this, the Skinamax films.
Because I'm hoping one is happening in normal life and the other one is never going to happen, so she doesn't need the education in that.
We'll
Plus,
watch even like
I
the
can't sleep with
simplest
the
of movie, and
slasher.
if something sexy comes on, Paloma gets the remote and just fast forwards 10 seconds at a time until it's over. It's 'cause they
This is funny because the way it's done in The Great is not very sexy. It's just they're like having conversations while this is going on. It's very interesting.
Mhm.
I mean, I highly recommend. I mean, I just highly recommend this show. It is just really brilliantly done. But you do have to just kind of lose your filter a little bit because you're like,
Right.
oh, they're like this person's having dinner and the other person's doing that over there while they're talking to the person having dinner. Like, oh, okay, normal.
Right. How those things happen.
How those things happen, but just beautifully done, really.
So a movie that we're loving right now, which is on Prime, is called Over Your
Hmm.
Dead Body, and
Okay, that sounds like my type of thing.
it stars Jason Segel and Samara Weaving, who is the woman who stars in those Ready or Not films. Did you ever see those? Oh, you wouldn't see those because they're
Mm.
scary. Never mind. No wonder you
Is
probably
this a
don't.
scary film or is it a
So it's not scary.
mm,
It's gory and funny in the vein of like, it's kind of like,
Killing Eve?
no, it's more like War of the Roses meets
Okay.
Fargo. It has kind of like a Fargo
Okay.
humor, but it's about a couple that's trying to kill each other.
Oh, and it has Timmy Oliphant as well in it.
Who's like been
Or
my
however you say
forever
that.
crush forever. Yeah. He's
Everybody's forever crush forever. You are not alone. I have watched I remember seeing Fargo as a movie and I have tried to watch the TV show, but it is just a little much for me as a TV show. But
mm.
I did appreciate the movie, even though it wouldn't be something I would go back to on a regular basis. So this might could if is there humor in it? Because I need humor
Oh,
in
you
with
laugh
my other
throughout it.
stuff.
Like you
Okay,
laugh
then I would love it. I
like
love
while
dark
someone's
humor.
getting axed in the head, you're cracking up because it's so
Okay,
absurd.
yes. Love that type
Yeah.
of. So I can totally do that because one of the things that I don't really like, well, you probably will disagree with me. I haven't watched enough horror films. I need humor if things are going to be going haywire. I need it to be dark humor. And then
Right.
I'm on board
Well, you know what? You
completely.
should give Ready or Not a chance too because it is a funny horror film. Like you're laughing when people are
Really?
getting injured. You know?
Ready or not?
Yeah, Ready
Okay.
or Not. Yeah,
Okay. And in that vein, I absolutely love Resident Alien.
we love that too.
Love it. That's on Netflix. Is that Netflix, right? I think.
It's on Netflix right now. Yes,
It's on Netflix. And what I
here in
didn't,
Spain. I
what
don't
it's
know about elsewhere in the world.
right. What I don't like about it right now is that Netflix has had new season, new season they put on it, and it was a season that had come out like a year ago, and then now they've got a little sticker on it that says new season coming soon, and now I just don't believe them. So I don't know. I've seen everything that's coming up, and I don't know when the new season is, but I absolutely love that show, and that is a little like a little dark humor, right, and a
Right.
little just a great show. I love
And the
it. I
star,
love
I
it. I
think
love it.
he's just funny.
He's
He's
an
funny
he
and
is
cute, right?
funny.
Like he's cute, funny, right?
Yeah. And it's
And
dry and yeah, it's just that kind
but
of oblivious humor.
right. And the reason why we're having trouble with Netflix, right? Netflix says put new season in, but it's not a Netflix show. It's just how we're seeing it in Spain. Right? Back in the States, it's on like
Right.
Sci-Fi Network or something. So
Oh, it is.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's we see things like new season. You're like, I love it. They'll say new season. You're like, that came out 10 years ago. It's a new season for Netflix to show. They finally got the licensing rights to show it.
Well, it's new to us, so
True.
are you watching any TV that you like? You're more movie watchers,
Movie
maybe.
watches, but we got the Furious. I mean, Furious, but something that we go to, we've come back to is we are watching it. I think for our fifth or sixth time around, which is Modern Family, and we will sit and watch it like 6 hours straight. And it never gets unfunny. And we've seen it so many
Yeah,
times that we can quote it. It's like the modern like Golden Girls to me, right? You can just keep watching it.
totally.
It never ages. It is as funny as it was the day it came out.
Yeah, and that is Zena's favorite. And if we're anywhere like in England, we get it on the actual TV, so she'll watch it and she'll be like, "Oh my God, I found it!" And she'll
Hmm.
just sit down at any time of day and watch Modern Family. It's a great show. It's just funny and cute, and it's a fun show for sure.
It really is, and we all just laugh. And I
Yeah.
don't know why, because we had sworn ourselves off of it. I think about 2 years ago, because we've watched it so many times, and now that we've been inside the house a lot, where I'm like, let's just give it one more go around, and we're glued to the set again.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. And I am actually like in when we were in England the last time, I sort of get to watch some British shows every now and again,
Hmm.
and we were there for long enough for me to watch, and this was I think a new one, and it was called Android,
Okay.
and it's a TV show about a an elder woman, and her son she needs some help I guess in the house, but her son is a bit of a loser, so he can't really like move in and do it and help her in any way. So it's a bit like it's kind of set now, but I suppose it's set in the future a little bit. So he gets her an android like robot to help her in the house.
Okay. Is that starring the woman who's the Kunk on Earth?
Um,
Diana Morgan, is that
no,
her? Is she in this?
um, let me see who it is because I didn't recognize. I honestly because I don't follow a lot of English TV, so I don't know a lot of people in it.
Are you saying I am
Oh,
more
Diane.
British than you are?
Oh, for sure, probably. I don't watch. I don't watch a lot of English. It's Diane Morgan. Is that what you
Yeah,
said?
yeah, yeah. She's
Yeah,
Kunk on
it's
Earth.
her.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
her.
This is so funny. So of course at first she's not interested in this robot, but then this robot is just like very robotic, right? So but
Hmm.
she starts to try to learn how to get in with her emotions and they just become best friends and they become just this duo that's running around doing all these things together, but she's a robot and it's just really funny. Lighthearted kind of funny, you
Okay,
know?
I'm gonna have to see if my VPN works here and I can find I can watch it.
I
Right?
mean, yeah, I'm
British
gonna
TV is very good at blocking VPNs,
I'm
so
sure. Yeah, they probably are because I mean, I like I said, I don't watch a lot of British TV, but then when I'm over there, I just thought it was it's a cute one. There's nothing like super amazing about it per se, but it's a good watch, you know?
well, if you like Diane Morgan, on Netflix are all of her Kunk on Earth, Kunk on Religion, Kunk on Christmas. And they're like these
What if
pseudo documentaries where
okay.
she's talking about like the history of the world or history of Christmas or history of Britain.
Oh,
And you will
fun.
pee your pants laughing because she's like irreverent and like she's a dumb reporter. So she like asks
Okay.
quite like I can't even
Yeah.
think of an example, but they're on Netflix and they are my kids love watching them because she says the stupidest things, you
Okay,
know?
then you'll probably like this because she's doing a similar sort of thing where she's sort of acting a little bit like an older lady, right? That can't really do much, so she needs a lot of help, but she's sort of plowing through things, right?
Okay.
It's really good. It's really good. I love it. Since we were in England, Xena got into Dance Moms. Did you ever
Okay.
watch
Is
that?
there a British version or just the American? Is there only
No,
an
it's the American one, but it was on their TV, and so she just was, and we got completely addicted, and I hadn't seen it, and I'm not a big reality TV like watcher, so it was, but you can't stop. You
No, we
can't
haven't
stop once
watched
you
it, and I'm not
start.
going to start because I morally can't approve of these kinds of
No.
things.
This is sort of how I felt. I felt like I needed to stop this train that was getting out of like just completely out of hand, you know, but I'm
Hmm.
like I couldn't because I also couldn't stop watching. It was one of those. Terrible. Can't promote it, but it was funny.
Speaking of British shows, a show that I love that I think is now on Netflix is it's an older show, and then they have a spin-off called Motherland, and then there's the spin-off is Amandaland, and Motherland is really funny, and I think you would like it. And it's about being a mom and dealing with like the mom stresses of like life, and there's the one mom who's fed up with the other moms, like she doesn't want to worry about the carpool
Okay.
lane and doesn't like she's exhausted by the keeping up with the Joneses, and she's like, I
Yeah.
can put candy in my kid's lunchbox, like how we feel. Like I just enough of trying to be
Mhm.
perfect. And then there's one mom who's the antithesis, who wants to be an influencer, and Amanda, and she's just horrible,
Uh,
and yet you love her at the same time. Like even though she's really horrible, you also see the humanity in her. And
yeah. There's a few of those types of shows where they're trying to show like the reality of having kids, and I have to say, I've tried to watch some of them because I think this should be really funny, but it really just stresses me out. Because I'm like not in that stage anymore and I don't really want to be reliving it. So it's like not as funny. And maybe I don't know. I don't find it as funny as I thought I would find it. I can't like that's all I can really say about it because it looks funny and I think all doing a good job being funny, but I'm just like this isn't really relaxing.
okay.
So that's
Well,
where I
give it a
land on those
chance. You never
ones.
know. If you're bored when I put it on, and see
There you go.
if it's
Yeah.
because if it's funny. Yeah.
How many episodes of something do you watch if you're not into it? Like when I was saying like these ones that become highly recommended, like Shrinking and Severance and Platonic, that I just couldn't get into. I will say that I probably give it a good 2 episodes, maybe. Like where do you land when you're
I'm
like not
about
getting
one or
into it, but
two. Like if it's really
one
bad,
or
obviously I'm
two?
gonna turn it off at half.
Right.
Half an episode, and be like, I just don't understand why the rest of the world thinks
Done.
this is funny, or serious, or good, or whatever. And then
Right.
sometimes like if people say you have to, like if I see a bunch of people saying you have to get through episode 2 and then it changes, maybe then I'll do that. If it.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to
Because I
watch
do
all
feel
six.
like,
But I
yeah,
will
because
say
sometimes it
that,
takes a while to pick up, and you got to maybe give it a fair go.
right. I will say there is a show like Handmaid's Tale that I got through all 900 seasons of that show
Oh,
and have hated it
Jesus.
from season 2 and thought it was the worst
No
show
way.
ever. But I was like, I'm already invested, and I hated so many of the characters. I just wanted to see them all die. So every season, I'm like, please let this one die. I hate this person. I hate this person. I hate all
And
the
you
people who
stayed
are
with
supposed to
it.
be good. And my favorite character was Aunt Lydia, the horrible person. I'm like, I was rooting for her. So
Oh my goodness. Oh, so you just like sticking with it, waiting for everybody to die, which is one
yes,
way of going about it if that's that type of show, I guess.
and they didn't. So I was very upset. I'm glad.
All
Please do
right.
not renew this.
Oh my goodness. I don't know that we have any others that we like new ones that we've been watching. I've been going back to The Middle, which I love. Speaking of just like sitcoms,
Hmm.
it's kind of a good one that I can just go back to any time when I've kind of run out of things to watch and haven't found anything I love again.
I watched that like the first go around, and now like I'm showing it to my kids for the first time, and
Mm-hmm.
they're liking that. Omara's found the show The Rookie. Like I like that show, but now she's taken it under her own control and is going to the other room with the other TV and has watching it on
That's
her own.
exactly what happened with me. I watched it, loved it, introduced Xena to it, and she just ran off with it. Yeah.
I'm like, can I watch it with you? No. And then I go, what? Now
No.
she's a teenager. I'm like, can I watch it with you? No. I want to be alone.
Right.
Fine. Fine.
But they've got a good set of characters and actors in that show as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
And again, it has a little bit of humor. This is what I like. Like I liked him in Castle. Like I just and that I just if it's going to be serious, it needs humor. I
And
need
isn't
to have
he
a
the
bit of a
head
giggle.
in Santa Clarita Diet too?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
I love him.
also.
He's just so funny. He's like that
Yeah.
quirky, smart, funny, right?
hmm
But plays dumb, stupid, smart, right? Like it's a combination of
Right.
the
Now
thing.
he's the guy from Firefly, right?
Oh, I don't know.
What's his name? Nathan Fillion. He's the guy from Firefly. You may not be up on oh my god, what's the word?
Science fiction.
What's it called? Science fiction. You may not be up on science fiction, but he's the guy from Firefly, which had one season back in like the early 2000s, and it got cancelled, but it became a massive, massive cult
Never
show.
heard of it.
And then now they're actually, I think he might be part of trying to bring it back, but they're bringing it back as an animation, which is not really my thing. But the Firefly was kind of, I don't want to say it was kind of like that, but it's in the vein of those sort of transporter science fiction kind of
Kind of like
TV show
the Wild
things.
Wild West, the original television show. One of those is like a steampunky kind of thing.
Yeah, and also what's the one where they with Sam and they had the little machine where they would teleport around. I mean, I can't remember the names of any of these science fiction shows, but they were all really fun. So
Okay.
that's one of those shows that had an awakening after it was cancelled, I think, and just became a massive cult
Huh.
thing in science fiction. So they're bringing that back, I think, as an animated, maybe as an animated film, like animated TV show, so that he can maybe be a voice. I don't know how that's going to work. But anyone into science fiction will be way more up on that than I am.
Well, I will tell you one thing that we've hated this summer is The Last House, which is Netflix's, new
Oh, I
movie.
remember you. I remember you saying about that. I watched that as well. I believe you said something like, "Thank you for the whatever amount of
Oh,
time you're never
I
going to
did a
get back."
Facebook
And
post. I was like, I watched this so you don't
yes,
have to. Yes.
yes.
I will not get those 2.5 hours back. My
You
kids,
will not.
we were
No.
in the beginning of that movie, we were loving it. We're like, oh, this is so good and interesting. And then it just devolved. And then you were like, the acting got so bad. The story just went every which way. And then it became like some like biblical moral tale at the end. Like, we were like, where did it switch directors through the middle of production? Like, what happened to
But it
this
might have.
movie? And then someone was like, one of my friends commented on my post. They were like, "Oh, did you see in Hollywood they did a billboard where someone's like living in a house on the billboard to promote
Oh,
the
I saw
film?"
that billboard. That's what that was about.
Yeah, that it was about. And I was like, "Yeah, but the
Oh.
what they were actually doing there had nothing to do with the movie, and the billboard was much more interesting than the movie." Was my take.
Because that was cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was cool. I didn't know what was going on because I don't often click on these videos and things, but I did see that and I was like, oh, that's interesting. Someone's doing some art. But I
So
didn't realize it was an ad.
it was an ad for the last
So it
house,
totally didn't work on me.
yes.
Well, you got to watch them sometimes to hate them, I suppose, but you did sit the way all the way through it,
We settled the way
I
through it
gather.
because then now we're invested. We I think I had made
Yeah.
popcorn for us. We were all cuddled up on the couch, and then there is the bonding of the family when we're all yelling at the TV.
That's true. That's true. Especially if it's all of you together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, we have to finish, and this is horrible. And why are they like this? Doesn't even make sense. Like this is
Right. Oh my gosh. So I think so Over Your Dead Body is a movie that I'm going to try and watch, and I will get back to you on whether I like that or not, because I actually don't watch a lot of movies. I like to not have to choose often and just
okay.
put things on. So if there's like I'll that's why I go back to some of these TV shows like The Middle, because there's just loads of seasons and you can just kind of it
And you
goes
can
on for a
cook and
while,
clean,
right?
like because you've also seen them so many times. Like with Modern Family, like we watched it, but yeah, I can putz around the house and hear
You
my
can
funny
go off and
lines.
do something and come back and it's fine, and then when you do sit back down, you're in on the joke still, so you can have a good laugh, and
Right.
it's yeah, it's perfect. Love it. I used to watch, I don't know if it's still going, not having been in the States for a while, but USA Network I think was one of the was one of the channels that I used to really love. A lot of the things that they put out, and In Plain Sight was one of those that I've gone back and watched again because I love it. And she's like a WITSEC like officer, and it's a TV show, and there's quite a few seasons, and it's Mary McCormick. Do you know who she is? I think you would know who she is. Um, and
No, who was what
McCormack.
was she in? I know the name.
Gosh, I don't know. I know her from this. Anyway, I love that show, and it's an older show, but there's a lot of seasons that I can watch, and it's kind of it's a bit funny but also kind of serious.
Okay.
And so she's, I don't know if you've seen anything with her. I think she guest starred on The Pit. Oh, The Pit was another one that's being released, right? That and again, I've forgotten to go back to it even though I was kind of enjoying it. I just keep forgetting to go back and watch it.
Well, I haven't forgotten to go back and watch it. I decided to cancel HBO. So
Oh,
because I'm like, I spent $100. I'm like, we don't even watch anything really
well, it
on
can't be
here.
on HBO because I don't have HBO.
It's HBO.
Oh, I have it on Movie Star Plus. Interesting. Okay. I don't have HBO, so I think so. I got Movie Star as a plan, and I think inside of theirs, I mean, I'm getting Apple temporarily, but I think they take some HBO Max stuff as
They
well
must
within
have
the plan.
licensing for it.
Yeah,
Yes,
because I
yeah.
don't have HBO, but I'm getting some random things that maybe they've, like you said, licensed out from HBO, and The Pit is one of them. So I'm seeing it through Movie Star Plus. But yeah,
Gotcha,
I won't. Yeah, I
gotcha.
don't know how long I'll have that, but yeah. So I yeah forgot to go back to it anyway. So if you do want to watch it, if you love it, you can come over here and watch it, I guess.
Well, I didn't love it. I thought it was interesting, but I was also like, I'm getting rid of HBO. Like when my HBO was expiring, I was like, I had to go make sure I wasn't gonna get and renew build. I was like, I had to let
Right.
that go. I had to let go down my Sky Showtime. I was like, we're not watching this stuff, and
Just
then
not watching them.
and in come a couple weeks, we won't be able to have this conversation because we won't be doing any of this stuff. We don't watch TV during the school year. We don't have time. So it's our summer is like when we binge everything we've kind of missed during the year, and maybe Saturday night we'll have like a movie or a TV show, but we're not watching stuff during the
So we
week.
have Amazon and Netflix. That's all. And then obviously because we get our service through Movie Star, we're getting some things through there, and they're giving us Apple for like 6 months, and therefore I'm watching some of this stuff. But otherwise, those are the only two things that we pay for.
Hmm.
But we are watching all year. I think if we weren't watching, we'd probably just like probably cut it off. But yeah, but you have Disney Plus, which is something that Zena's wanted forever, and I'm like, we're not paying for a third one, so one
Well,
of the others has to
Well, the
go.
Disney, Netflix, and Prime all come with our phone bundle, so it's all just part of the
Oh,
thing. And if I
okay.
were to
There you
take
go.
off the 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 Disney, like it doesn't really save us any money to not have it. So
Right.
do you know what I
So
mean?
that's a
So
good
that's
plan.
why
So
we
you
have it.
can get, yeah, you can get them with plans. We ended up getting a football because it was the World Cup year. So we ended up getting a football part of the plan, but we probably, yeah, you're probably right. Maybe that could have been something else instead.
Hmm.
Who knows?
Yeah, I mean that
When
was
you
what
get a new
football
service.
plan or Disney, right? It was like that was the I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. Well, we weren't gonna watch.
That
We
was
were
the
not gonna.
option.
Yeah, we may have watched the World
Football
Cup
wasn't
and
your
cheered
thing?
in the square, but we are not watching it at home, like just
Oh, there
as
you
for
go.
fun.
That's
Yeah,
much better. The good ones are played everywhere, so you don't need that, do you?
exactly.
Yeah, maybe when Xena has aged out of it, suddenly we'll get Disney Plus.
Right.
Should be like
Well, Disney
serious.
Plus here isn't Disney, right? Disney Plus here is Hulu and Disney combined. So it's all adult
Mm-hmm.
programming, where like Disney Plus in
Yeah.
America is all children's programming, but they're getting rid of Hulu, so Disney Plus America is going to be like Disney Plus here.
They are.
Yeah, because
So
Disney
is Hulu
owns
going out on
Hulu.
its own? But what do you mean they're getting rid of Hulu? They're going out on their own,
Getting rid of
or
Hulu and combining it all
completely?
into Disney
Oh,
Plus.
so Hulu will no longer exist.
Yeah, because Disney owns Hulu, so Disney Plus here has all
Oh,
the Hulu
okay.
shows.
Oh, right. Okay. Because that was probably in the manner of TV when we moved, Hulu was the thing that I missed the most because that was something that was I was watching all the latest things that were coming out every week, that's what
Right.
they were doing well back then. And I was like, I kind of missed that, but I would have needed a VPN and all these things to make that work, and I just wasn't willing. So that was probably, so that's interesting. I didn't know that about Hulu, but yeah, so they
So
probably have
Disney
some good
Plus
stuff.
might be worth checking into because it's got
Yeah.
tons and tons of programming on it. So it's got all the Disney library, but it has all the Fox library because Disney owns Fox. They bought all the
Mm,
Fox shows and stuff. So you have a huge wealth of
yeah.
content. That is,
Ugh.
sorry Netflix, much better than Netflix's content. Netflix has more content, but most of the stuff is just pure trash. It's just like it's content for content's sake and not necessarily good films or television. In my opinion, I mean, there's some great things on Netflix, but The Last House I just explained, not so
And you're
good.
just hanging the whole of Netflix on the last house. You're like, you failed me. We're kind of addicted. So, well, we'll see what comes up. Keep me posted if you find anything new.
Will do. We can revisit this again.
Yeah. See what we watch over the winter.
Winter break for us. So it's
Yes.
not that we don't watch anything, but it's very like there's just too much homework and too much stuff, and we get back into dinner at a certain time, homework at a bedtime at a certain time. So it's just the hours aren't there.
You still got the weekends.
Yeah, not really. Everyone wants to sleep in, but we do. But it's not like this summer. They
Yeah.
still have homework to do over the weekends. It's just
That's
different.
true. That's true. That's true. On that note, I think that's probably everything we have for what we're watching in Spain and a little bit of England.
Right. Yes, a little bit of England and the rest of the world and all that stuff while we are cocooned in our homes until we wait for the school doors to open again.
Until then.
Until then,
All right.
ciao.
Bye. Thank you for listening to another episode of Our Spain.
We really appreciate all the support we have received since we started this podcast.
Visit ourspain.com for transcripts to this and our other episodes, some exciting merchandise, and if you are so inclined, there is also a link to buy us a coffee, which helps support this fun endeavor.
And please follow us on Instagram and YouTube at Ospain Podcast. And don't forget to subscribe to us wherever you're listening.
It really helps us stay connected, and we'd love to hear from you.
Let us know if there's any topics you would like for us to talk about. Even though we are happy to talk about anything, we also want to make sure it's informative for you.
Exactly.